Today we're going to talk about developing positive relationships with students. It is essential to establish a positive classroom environment. This includes a classroom with structure that has clear expectations, rules, and regulations, an enjoyable learning environment to improve attendance and participation, a secure and safe environment that is clean, orderly, and inviting. Students should feel comfortable attending and participating in class. In addition, teachers should incorporate encouragement inside and outside of classroom. To achieve these, teachers should smile and embody a positive attitude, show passion and enthusiasm to create an atmosphere in which students want to learn students' names to show that you care about them, learn about the students outside of the class, and treat students with respect. Teachers also need to increase student involvement through encouraging students to participate or ask questions, providing all students equal chance to participate, calling on students to answer and provide positive feedback. This will keep students focused and thus decrease behavioral problems. Positive feedback can also encourage further participation in the class. Providing hints and clues when students are having difficulty. Let them know that they can do it, and so they will feel confident about themselves. Constructively correcting and disciplining students. Respect their dignity instead of using sarcasm, bitterness, or disgust, which can be counterproductive. Instead, provide a quick, fair, and meaningful consequence while showing that you care and respect the student. During the start of the school year, teachers can introduce themselves and make an initial connection with students. The introduction can be creative, interesting, and establishes a connection. For example, break students into two groups and have them answer a multiple-choice quiz about the teacher. The questions will be shown on the projector. When students get the answer right, the correct answer will be shown with a picture that relates to that answer. Questions can involve the teacher's professional background. In my case, for example, I can ask students to guess, what did I do prior to becoming a teacher? I was actually a financial analyst prior to becoming a teacher. This usually interests students and they'll start asking questions about myself. Or, what did I major in college? I teach math, but I was an economics major. This usually brings students to ask why I teach math, which is a great way for me to introduce how the education system in America works. Also, it is a good example to show students that things we learn are never useless. I can also have them guess which college I graduated from. A lot of my students know the college I graduated from and are interested in applying. So bringing out my college usually brings up a connection. Not to mention it could be an invitation for them to come and ask me questions or advice when needed. I would also include personal background questions such as how many dogs do I have or what is my dog's combined weight. I love my dogs and like to share stories and pictures about them. Many of my students also love animals or have pets of their own. Showing them pictures of my dogs usually encourages them to share pet or animal stories with me. Another question would be how many countries have I lived in? I've lived in 3 different countries as a child. For students who have similar experiences, I will be able to empathize with them and hopefully open a door for conversation. For those students who have a very different experience from mine, they usually become interested and start asking questions. I would ask what year did I graduate from elementary school? Actually, I never did. During my last year of elementary school, I moved twice, each time to a different country. I struggled keeping up with a new language until I finally moved to the United States and started 6th grade without graduating from 5th grade. If a student is suffering academically, I sure know how that feels. In order to establish a positive relationship with students, teachers should provide support for students' social and emotional well-being. This includes constantly encouraging students and tell students they can succeed. Show confidence in students. If you tell students that you believe they will do well and act like that accordingly, you will encourage students to comfortably participate and get involved and lead them to believe in themselves as well. Encourage classroom discussions. Whether in pairs or in groups, discussions help with communication skills. Provide students with responsibilities and choice. This gives them a sense of ownership over their learning and helps develop their decision-making skills. Last but not least, be a good role model. The way a teacher acts and speaks can deeply affect students. Teacher language should encourage students to monitor and regulate their own behavior, while still being warm and supportive. Moreover, students can learn from their teacher to encourage others, display sympathy, self-confidence, and be respectful.